Again, isti'adha or refuge of the bedding when you're going to sleep. The dua that you're supposed to say before you go to bed. While you're laying in the bed. When we say before you go to bed, meaning before you go to sleep, you're laying down in the bed, you say this dua. There are few of them. The sort of one is there. That is Bismika Allahumma ahya wa amut. By your name, oh my Lord, we will be living with, and by your name we will die. So because the waking is living, when you sleep is present as dead. You are dead while you are sleeping. The soul will come out. That's what puts you to sleep. So with your name, Allah, we are alive, meaning we are awake. And with your name, we die, meaning we're going to sleep with your name. That's one of them. Another one is Allahumma, Bismika Allahumma, Subhanaka Allahumma, not Bismika, Subhanaka Allahumma, Alim al-Ghayb wa Shahada, Fatir al-Samawat wal-Ard. So that Subhanaka is not this part. This part only have Allahumma alim al-ghayb by Imam al-Tirmidhi. This is the hadith. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam advised Abu Bakr Siddiq to say this in three occasions. One is early morning, it's part of the morning remembrance. And evening when the sun, before the sun sets, is part of the evening remembrance. They call it adhkar al-sabah wal masah. So the remembrance of the morning and the remembrance of the evening. By the way, we need audio to be in one. We haven't done that a while. So remembrance of the morning and the remembrance of the evening. And when you go to bed, to say that's the third occasion. One is in the morning, one is in the evening, and when you get to your bed, to say this is sufficient dua. The meaning of Allahumma is Ya Allah, O Allah, Alimil Ghaibi, the known of absence, known of unseen. Things that's supposed to happen, it didn't happen yet. The future. Someone who can tell you the future is liar. No one knows what will happen, even second later. Only Allah knows. If you believe anybody know unseen, you become kafir for that. Because you deny Allah. Allah says in the Quran in Surah Al-An'am, لا يعلم من في السماوات والأرض الغيب إلا الله. No one in the heaven. What is in the heaven? Angels. They are more knowledgeable than people, human beings. And والأرض, and the people in the ground, jinn, human, no one knows. Allah said, no one in the heaven and no one in the earth who know the future, who know unseen, what haven't happened yet, what will happen, how it will be when it happens. Illallah, illa, except Allah. So Allah said, no one know except Him. If you believe anybody is a wali of Allah, is a knowledgeable, is a serin, is a sheikh, he knows something coming, it don't come yet, you are kafir by that. You're out of the Islam. Even you pray, you fast, you are kafir in that point of time. That's why it's a lot of kafir with us. We consider them Muslim. They die in that state, they die as a kafir. Until they disbelieve that, they're not Muslim, they're not believers. So you have to die with that faith in your mind. No one know in the future. No one know what will come. Outcome of whatever you're doing, except Allah. We only hoping. Maybe if you do this, it's gonna happen this way. If it happened, it just happened because I get right by what I said with Allah's will. But that don't mean I know the future. When I say when you do this, it's gonna get turned bad, and it turned bad. When I say it's gonna turn good, it get good. It happened by will of Allah, not because I know. I always say what I hope, what I think it might be, and Allah make it right. That's it. No one know. So Allah is alimul ghaibi. This part is unseen, unknown, things that didn't happen yet, how it would happen, when it's going to happen, when it happened, how it will be. All that consider unknown. This baby, when it grow, it will be knowledgeable. It will be president. It will be this and that. You don't have nothing today, but you're going to be rich in the future. You're going to be president. You're going to be a leader of a community, leader of the country. No one knows. We could say some good about you. We wish that happened. It could happen, but that don't mean we know your future will turn to that point of time. The same time you want to get married, somebody tell you, "Oh, don't marry this woman. If you marry this woman, it's not good for you. Look for someone else." How did they know? If you marry this woman, they tell a lot of people, such woman that is good for you is barakah in it, is rizq in it. You married, is peace in it. You marry maybe 1 month, she die or you die. Or sometimes marriage don't take place, divorce comes. Either by you or by that woman. And they tell you it's going to be good. How good that go? It doesn't go far. So Allah is alim al ghaib, known of unknown. Things that don't happen. When it happens, we know it. Until it happens, we don't know it. That's a ghaib. Something behind the wall is a ghaib for us. We cannot see what is there. Who's coming now? Who's crossing the street? We cannot tell. It's a ghaib. Unless you pick on a window to see there, you cannot tell what is out there. So that called a ghaib. Anything is not in your appearance, it's not present around you that you can see, it's a ghaib. Somebody live in his house, you cannot tell now he's cooking. You're not there. Or he's in his bed, he's sleeping. You don't know. You have no idea. It's a ghaib because you're not there. Until you go and see it, then you can tell. Because you see your own eye, it become yaqeen for you. Pure knowledge. You see it. So, Allahumma, O Allah, alim al-ghaybi, the known of unknown, was shahada, and the present. Shahada, some part, this take two different things. Shahada, you to be witness of something. It's a shahada. It's a shahada again when somebody testify oneness of Allah. You say, Ashhadu Allah ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. They call that shahadatain, the two shahada. Being witness, one, Allah. Allah is only one. You be witness, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is a messenger of Allah. They call that shahadatain. That the shahada that you witness, you be a witness that Allah is only one God shall be worshipped, and Muhammad is his messenger. They call that shahada. And somebody did something to someone, you was present, you are the witness. Again, they call you shahada. You are the shahid between those two people. You could go to the court and present to the court against one who are wrong. I saw it in my own eye, he did this to this guy, and this guy also did this. This also is shahada. Again, shahada is, as when I said, you cannot tell somebody what he's doing their own home. You are here and said, this guy is sleeping right now, or he's cooking, or he's eating. You are here, you're lying. Until when you go there, you become shahid. You saw it in your own eye, you become yaqeen, shahada. Things that happen already, that is shahada. Ghaib is things that don't happen yet. Things that happen that are called shahada. It's in present already. It's already been done. Allah is the known of unseen, and He is the known of what have happening already. فاطر السماوات فاطر فاطر السماوات, the beginner of the heavens. Allah is the one who built the heaven. Usually when you build in a house, 5-bedroom house, You go look at somebody's 5 bedroom house and you like how that 5 bedroom house look like, the living room, the style of the house. You tell the masonry or the architect, I want my house like this. Take this style. Allah built the heaven. It was nothing look like to take image of that. No one made it before him in order for him to take structure of that first one. So that is Fatir. Khaliq, that's to create it. Fatir is to begin it. It was not invented before him. He's the one who first do it, and no one can even do it before him, after him. Fatir samawat. You are the build or beginner of the builder of the heavens, wal ard and the earth. No one ever made earth before you. No one ever built the heaven before you. So you are the one who begin the build of heavens and the earth. Rabba kulla shay'in. You are the Lord of all things. All things, Lord. It's Allah. So in Arab they will call Rabbul Bayt, the Lord of the house, meaning the owner of the house. But this Rabb al-Bayt, عنده رب, Rabb al-Alamin. The owner of this house also have a Lord, Lord of the universe. But Allah is Lord of all the Lords. Even some kings, they call them Lord. When they're talking to them, they call them, oh my Lord. It's haram to call somebody that. No matter how you respect that person, it's not right to call somebody my Lord. So, Rabba kulla shay'in, kulla shay'in, Rabba kulli, because of the Musaddara is on top of the Fatha. So that's as Fatha is down, Musaddara is up. Rabba kulli shay'in, wa malikuhu. Malik, we say Malik Yawmiddin, Malik the king, the one that have authority over things, that called Malik. Rabba kulli shay'in wa malika. The Lord of all things, wa malika, and the authority of it. Everything in the earth and the heaven, Allah have authority over it to command them what to do when He wanted to do. If He don't will, nothing can happen. You could try and struggle and work hard to the end. It's a disaster because it's not by will of Allah for that thing to happen. It have to be by Allah's will. You do your effort, you try, you struggle, you sacrifice, you try to make things happen, but it will not happen unless it's will of Allah. So, wa malika, the one that have authority over all things. Ashhadu, now the Shahada come. I be a witness. You giving witness to Allah. You talking to Allah when you're saying this. So you praising Allah first to give Him dignity, to put Him in high. Even He was high, but for you as a slave, you giving yourself to Him to protect you. Before you ask Him protection, you calling Him those titles. Allahumma alim al-ghayb. O Allah, you are the known of unseen, wa shahada and the present. Fatir as-samawati wal-ard. You are the beginner of the build of the heaven and the earth that was not exist before. Rabba kulla shay'in wa malika. You are the Lord of the whole all things, and you the authority of all the things. Ashhadu, I be a witness. Allah ilaha illa anta. There is no God that shall be worshipped except you. You don't say it's no God except you. It's many gods, but they're not true gods. Allah even mentioned that in the Quran. So they're not true God, but they're gods. As you can see, people worship idol. They call them God. They call them their Lord. Buddhists. You go to India, it's full of all kind of things that people worship. They call them God. Even cow. People worship cow. Rats, snakes. People call them God. They worship them. So they are all God because they worship them, but they're not true God. They cannot make anything happen. They cannot bring no blessing. They cannot protect from any harmonies. So they're not true God. They're not right to be worshipped. Only the Creator is the right God, true God, that shall be worshipped. So ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, that's what it means. There is no true God that shall be worshipped, or word of worship, except you, Allah. Ashhadu, I bear witness. Allah ilaha. There is no deity. There is no Lord, true Lord. There is no word of worship. Illa anta, except you, Allah. A'udhu. Now you seek refuge from Allah. You're seeking the refuge from Allah. A'udhu bika. I'm seeking refuge with you. Min sharri nafsi, from evil of my soul. Evil of my soul. The soul command person to commit a sin, to do something bad. When you attempt to do something, your soul loving it, wants you to do it, and you kind of feeling it, you just want to do it. Even one time to do it, at least you know how it feel. If you used to do it before, again you know how it feel, but the soul command you again, forcing you to do it. Even you know it's haram, you're thinking about, oh, this is not right, I should not do it. But the soul making it good for you in order to do it. So if Allah protects you from evil of your soul, you are protected from shaitan. If you're not protected from evil of your soul, the soul that are commanding you to do evil, you cannot be protected from shaitan, because shaitan engaging with that in order to make you do wrong. That's why in the khutbah, beginning of the khutbah, the Imam always said, إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا. We seek refuge of Allah from evil of our souls. وسيئات أعمالنا, and the evil of our act, our deeds. Whatever bad we did, we seek refuge of Allah. We seek refuge with Allah from the evil of that, from the punishment of that, from the consequence of that we do as a sin. So you say, أعوذ بك من شر نفسي. I seek refuge with you, Allah, from the evil of my own soul. Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam, Nabiullah Yusuf, Prophet Yusuf, he said to his people when they accused him, when the wife of the king accused him that he was going to rape her, and she was raping Yusuf. Yusuf trying to run away from the room, and she grabbed him behind his shirt. The back of his shirt was ripped because she don't want him to get away. Yusuf looking good. Allah created him, as the Prophet ﷺ said, if the beautification is 100, Yusuf alone have 99. One of the beautification is shared between all entire humanity. So compared to Yusuf, we don't even look like him. We're not a human. That's why when they see him, they say, Ma hadha basharan, in hadha illa malakun karim. This is not human being. This is nothing but angel, the generous ones, because he looking good. So the lady want to do it bad with him. He fear Allah. He tried to escape. And the husband come the same time. Yusuf trying to get out of the room. He's right on the door. The husband also is behind the door trying to open the door to come in. And he meet them struggling to Yusuf trying to get away. She's trying to get him. And the wife said to the husband, what would you do to someone who want to do evil to your wife? So she changed it, the story to Yusuf, as Yusuf was going to rape her, and she's the one who was raping Yusuf. And some reason, Yusuf asked Allah to get him away from that, even he have to be prison. And they made him a prisoner. They put him in a prison for 40 years. He's in a prison for something that he don't do. So during that time, he become a prophet. His age reached 40 years to become prophet. And that's the time he will be able to get out. And Yusuf said, I'm not the one who protect myself from this woman. Because when women become naked in front of man, you're going to want to do it. She wants you, even you don't want to after she's naked, you're going to want to do it. Yusuf said, I have that feeling, but Allah protects me from doing it because the soul made a person engage to evil. So the soul commanded him, his soul commanded him, you can do it. But he's a prophet. Allah protect the prophets. If he's a normal people like us, no matter they say you are imam, you are sheikh, you're going to have some level there. They're going to label you with that name that you commit adultery because it's not an easy thing that somebody can avoid except if Allah protects you. That's why Yusuf said, Inna nafs la ammaratun bisu illa ma rahima rabbi. Inna rabbi ghafurur rahim. Indeed, the soul is commander to the evil act, except whom Allah, my Lord, bless him to protect him from the soul commandment, then you will not do it. So that's why here you said, A'udhu bika min sharri nafsi. I seek refuge with you, Allah, from evil of my soul that is commanding me to do disobedience. وَمِن شَرِّ الشَّيْطَانِ وَمِن شَرِّ الشَّيْطَانِ. And I'm seeking refuge of you from the evil of shaitan. Evil of shaitan. I'm seeking refuge of you, seeking refuge with you from evil of shaitan. وَمِن شَرِّ shaitan وَشِرْكِهِ. From the evil of shaitan and his association. And his association. When shaitan associate with you in any matter, that will be disaster. You could want to read the Quran. You open your book. When shaitan associate with you in that point of time, you remember, oh, last night I supposed to write a letter to my boss. I forgot. You will close the Quran and say, let me go do that. It's urgent. You go do that. You meant to do that maybe in 5 minutes. You come back to read the Quran. Soon you finish that, Shaitan make you feel, oh, I need a tea before I open the Quran. You go put a stove on. You fix that. In matter of the time, somebody will call you. Shaitan made that person to call you. Very interest conversation. You start having that conversation. Maybe hour or two. The Quran is there. Even it was open. At the end, you just come in to flip it and close it and put it up. This is good thing you was going to do. Shaitan associate with you. It destroy all that good time that you was going to do to worship Allah to get a reward. He mess it up because he associate with you. The same time, when you doing evil also, that's worst part. At least this good, he prevents you from having good deeds. But your first good deed you done, they are there. You don't have a sin. You just lost of the good, but the one that you made, they are there. But if he associate with you by evil, he command you to do something bad. Your soul command you, shaitan come associate with that. You're going to do that evil. You disobey Allah. Now, if you was this high inside of Allah, you decrease your level from Allah's side because disobedience that you just commit, you become fasiq, transgressed. You transgress by order of Allah. You go against the order of Allah prohibition that Allah prohibited for you not to do. You go engage it to it. So I seek refuge of the evil of shaitan wa shirki. That's why we say shirk. Shirk is association with Allah, to associate partner with Allah. So people who working together, they call them mutasharikan, sharikan, two partners. So when you worship something other than Allah, you make a partner with Allah. That destroy all the good deed you ever done in your life. Even if you go to Hajj, you do all obedience in your life. Prayer, fasting is all destroyed. You have to start all over again. When you start being good Muslim after that time, you have a true iman. Your good deeds start from that day. But your evil that you commit from the day one until that day, they all pile up. They're still there. But the good deed you done is disaster. They all wipe out by committing shirk. So the shirk Utilize all the good deed that you ever do in your life until the stage you commit that shirk. So after that shirk, when you repent, if you don't repent, your good deed will not even be accepted. You have to repent and have a right faith to Allah. Believe only Allah can protect you, can benefit you, can harm you. Whatever you was believing other things can do, only Allah would do that. You put your mind into Allah, rely on Allah, depending on Allah. By then, when you start praying, you're doing good deeds, your good deed will start accepting. But you have zero account of good deed in that time. You only have evil account. If you would die there in that time, you go to hellfire because it's no good deed that have to be skilled with the evil that you have. Your good deed are already done. So you die in the stage of shirk, it's a khalidun mukhallad. You'll be eternally remaining in the hellfire. Those are the people who will not come out. Who die as a kafir and who die as associating partner with Allah. No matter how association is, they will remain in the hellfire. They will not come out. Rest of the slaves, those who commit major sin, they have a good deed and they have a bad deed. The bad deed beat up the good deed. They go to hellfire. The Prophet ﷺ will intercede for them to ask Allah to recommend to get them out of the hellfire. And Allah will release them until the angels take them out. And they'll go wash their body with the water that called Naharul Hayat, the living veil. That take the smell of the hellfire out of their body. They will be remaining to go to Jannah and live there forever. But we don't want to even see how it feels. We don't want to see it. So we stay in the right side, not to commit no shirk. So, أعوذ بك من شر نفسي. I seek refuge with you, Allah, from evil of my soul. ومن شر الشيطان وشركه. And the evil of shaitan. Shaitan don't have no good. It's all evil. So, evil of shaitan and his association with me in any act, good or bad. I seek refuge with you, Allah, from all that. وأن أقترف وأن أقترف على نفسي سوءا وأن أقترف على نفسي سوءا. The su go long because of waw sakina. The an because the alif is there with the tanween. Su'an, su'an. Or for me to play guilty or to admit a guiltiness of evil that I have done against myself. Day of judgment. We're all living here. We're all human beings. Nobody's prophet. Maybe you say something you're not supposed to say about somebody. Maybe you did something you're not supposed to do about somebody or with Allah. It's disobedience. It's sinful. You did it. Even you know it's bad. But Shaitan association made you do it. Day of judgment. People who have done a lot of that, when they come, Allah said, this is your bad deeds. You did this, such day, such time, such place. All this is piled up. It's in your record. And Allah asks you, did the angels was wrong to you and add something to your action that you don't do? The slave will say, no, Allah. Everything is here. I done it. It's me who do it. And Allah will say, what else you have? None. I don't have nothing. I done all this. So you go against yourself. You become witness against yourself, reason you're going to hellfire. Even if you don't against yourself, you're going to hellfire anyway. But you are your own witness. So you seek refuge of Allah, not to go against, to admit things that you done, which is mean you should not done it. Instead of going to admit it and yes, I did it. If you don't do it, you will not be admitted. So in that case, you ask Allah to protect you not to do any evil that you're going to admit day of judgment against yourself, and you go to hellfire because of that. أو أجره أو أجره إلى مسلم. or I will drag that evil to another Muslim. So sometime you see, now is good example. This generation, last generation now we are in, by WhatsApp. In this WhatsApp, somebody have a porno movie. I used to see this. Somebody sent it to me. I don't know why. So porno movie. You watch that in your phone. Somebody send it to you. You finish. You also send it to some friend. That friend also send it to somebody. So you who link to this person, the person who send it to you have a scene for you seeing that he drag it to you. It's evil. He don't bring nothing good to you, but bad. And after you look at it, you also have a scene by looking. He have the same scene that you got by looking at that evil. It does not decrease his scene, and you have equal scene. And you also send it to somebody, friend of yours. You also have a scene for sending this evil to this person. That person also look at it. You have his sin equal to your sin. So you got double. For you seeing it and for him seeing it because you send it to him. And he have the same 100% sin by looking at it. He also send it to somebody. This is evil that dragging between people to other people. So that's best example nowadays that you can tolerate this. That is, أو أجره إلى مسلم. The evil that I will go against myself by doing it, to declare, to admit it, to play guilty. أو أجره, or I will drag it إلى Muslim, to another Muslim. That Muslim should not do evil, should not see that evil. You send it to that person. And now that person sees it, you got a same equal sin with the sin that he get by seeing it, because without you, he will not get it. But since he get it, now you got sin. So his sin become your sin, including you watching it. You got two of that. If you have 100% by looking at it, he also look at it, another 100% added to yours. So you got 200%. So he also look at it, he got 100%, he send it to somebody, that person also look at it, that person have 100%, that 100% was included, his 100% also become 200%. So he keep getting more and more. Each person send it to other person, you got same scene equal to that person watching it or listening to it. If it's a bad to hear, if it's bad to see, if it's bad to do, you should not bring evil to people, to the community. Like homosexual example, people will start being gay in the town. Gorjigal. All of a sudden, people start dressing like a woman. Men start dressing like women. It becomes as a style. Nobody consider it. The first person who started, he's the one who dragged the evil to the community. Now it become community lifestyle. So you ask Allah to protect you from that, because those are the reason somebody could be in hellfire eternally. Now we will go to recitation after this.